Howdy do, chat. How are we doing on this fine, fine Saturday, and a very happy Saturday to you? And hello, Erica. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, so here's the thing. What thing? We've had wine. Oh, that is the thing. That is a thing. But I love that for you. Love that for you. Tell me more. What kind of wine? A Molly. Love it. Love that for you. There's nothing quite like a good Molly in the year of our Lord 2022. Had to think about it. Clearly doing really well with the concept of time these days. I've had some sliced manchego cheese with it as well. All right, nice, nice. No idea what that is, but it has the word cheese in it, and I love cheese. Ooh, pasta. Ooh, I gotta send you a TikTok. I found this awesome TikTok for a pasta that I'm gonna make probably later this week. And I'm like low-key super excited about it. Listen to my audiobook. Nice. What audiobook are you listening to? But yeah, the pasta, it's tortellini, in like a, well, first, like, you make the sauce, you take ground beef, you season it. Did you ever try the feta? I don't know if I did. You'll have to remind me about that. But this one is like you take ground beef in a cast iron skillet, you like just grill it, like, cook it and season it to your liking. Chef Claire, hello, Miss Mango. Hello. And then you add copious amounts of butter, always, and pasta sauce, so you get like a meaty tomato sauce. And then you throw a stick of cream cheese in there. And then you add the pasta. You didn't hear the hello?
Oh, hello. Goodbye.
Thank you, Erica.
Oh, no! Oh, my God. You jerk. Kick me out of my... Why are you running? Okay.
Oh, there's another... Oh, no! Fuck me again. Let's, try another... I'll try a hello.
Hello.
I hear it. Yeah, stick of cream cheese, melt it all together so you have like a creamy, delicious goodness. Hello. There's a lot happening in my ears. And then you add the tortellini to it, but that's not all. Cooked tortellini, I should add. Then you put a layer of mozzarella cheese along the top. And then you put that in the oven for, I believe it's like 10 minutes or something like that, to like melt all the cheese. And it's like chef's kiss. It's like real good. Real good. It looks delicious, so I'm really excited to eat that. Is the one where you make some elbows or whatever, and then in a baking Then in a baking dish, you throw a block of feta, cherry tomatoes, olive oil, salt, and pepper in the pasta. Bake it, then mix it together, and it is heavenly. I've never actually cooked with feta or cherry tomatoes before, so so I feel like that would probably be like my next challenge is to see how that goes. Also need to make sure that this is working correctly. I always have to like pre-do it before I do it. System Daddy, how are you, System Daddy?
Oh, I missed it. He jammed me just enough, I think.
Ward.
Okay, never mind. I hit a home run. Let's go!
What up, Tune?
I thought I got jammed! It's the pants! It's the pants! Sheesh!
It's the pants!
The pants!
It's the pants! Send a pic of the HelloFresh pasta recipe I have that also includes sour cream and cream cheese. Oh, yes. I love that you shouted out Toon Wolf, but Toon Wolf does not stream. At least to my knowledge, and at least not on Twitch. Just fix my... I totally want to try it too. I've been meaning to do HelloFresh. But I'm always waiting for like a friend or someone to like start sponsoring it because like, hold on a minute, chat. I need to, you do. We want to shout you out all the time, Toon. Oh, pardon me, tightening my hernia belt. We need to have a clip of Toon so that we can like just shout him out whenever we want. That needs to be on, that needs to happen. Need to fire up the sponsor streams. You should, System. That's what I've been doing with this Cometeer thing, and it's been fun. And getting coffee out of it has just been an added bonus. I actually love HelloFresh. Sometimes the produce isn't super fresh, which is meh, but the recipe's mostly slap. Oh, okay. Yeah, that HelloFresh does like dope ass like campaigns. But you can justify them. Right. Well, I mean, it's food. I have like 10 clip-worthy embarrassing things that have happened in RDR. Oh my God. Please put those clips in the RDR2 chat. Please. Please. Like, we need to see them. Like, the people demand it. The people absolutely demand it. Well, I haven't even done the intro yet. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. My name is Claire. I am an actual professor. I teach at St. Mary's College of California. I teach a class called There's Always a Lighthouse, the case for literary merit in video games. In the class, we discuss literature, the definition of literature, and what storytelling elements can be combined to create this rather abstract concept that we call literature. And then we ask if, by that definition, video games can be considered literature. More often than not, the answer to that question is yes, but of course this is an entirely subjective question. We discuss a variety of games in the course, including but not limited to Horizon Zero Dawn, What Remains of Edith Finch, The Last of Us, Red Dead Redemption 2, Bioshock Infinite, Spec Ops: The Line, among many others. And one of the few drawbacks of this course is I don't get nearly as much time to talk about some of these games as I'd like. Thus, this Twitch channel was born with the intention of playing through the games in their entirety, deconstructing the narrative, analyzing the characters, and working to understand what makes a game more than just a game, but an experience to be lived and embraced for the wider merit it provides the world as well as in our own lives. If that sounds up your alley, then you have come to the right channel, and I am very, very happy that you're here. With God willing, we're going to finish Horizon Zero Dawn tonight. This is the official Part 8. We tried to do Part 8 on Thursday, but if you were here, then you know that the chaotic tornado that is my sister happened, so that definitely did not transpire. So yeah, that means that hopefully we're going to finish it tonight, and I'm really excited about that. The thing about HelloFresh 2 is that you get recipe cards, access to its entire recipe catalog. Oh! You don't even need to keep subscribing. Oh. What else happened? What else happened? What else happened? I'm going to do the occasional, maybe regular. Oh, I would love to see a cooking stream from you, Erica. I would love that. I think the rest of the community would too. I'll focus on the sponsor stream next week. Today I had to study for my big... Oh, tomorrow's the big draft? Nice. How did that bouncy face happen? I am probably... I saw that tweet, Erica! I saw that tweet! Please buy it. $50 is nothing. I will cook your stream for all of you always. That would be so awesome. And a nice new knife. Oh, girl, this is your day. Like, why am I streaming? This is Erica's day. What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I even doing? Why did I drink wine? I have so much to type. Oh, I am loving your chaos. I am loving your brand of chaos. I need you to be more on me, fan. I need you to be all over me. Please blow at me. Thank you. Right. Move it so I'm freaking out. No camera, no computer, no mic, no audio, no headset. Blow me, fan, blow me. Yeah, I know what you meant. Yeah, it's very stuffy here in good old San Francisco. Why do I even bother speaking? So, just why do I even bother? Okay, maybe we should start stream, yeah? Maybe that's what we should do. Please excuse Claire, she can't words today. No, she cannot words. She is struggling to do things that require words or complete sentences. It's humid here again, but at least in the 70s, ooh. I mean, honestly, even in the 70s, like, I feel like humidity is rough. And it's not super warm right now, but like my apartment is just super, super stuffy. And I can't really open the windows to get fresh air, at least at this time of night, because there are so many fucking, what would you call them? There's so many gnats that come out at this time that like, they just invade my house. So it's super frustrating at night. That's like one of the few drawbacks of where I live, that the summer months tend to be difficult because of fucking game. I'd need the AC. Yeah, I've got a little fan going right now and it helps, but I definitely wish I had an AC going. Or a stronger fan. It's better than nothing, that's for sure. Oh, excuse me. Dude, 100 hot damn. Also, why did this just cut out? Okay. Just a second, chat. We're starting over, I guess. I saw that you made an Insta for your stream. I saw that. I wish you had done it 24 hours earlier so I could have tagged that epic dance video of you last night. Well done, dude. So productive. Ay, ay, ay. Link in the disc. If you haven't linked it in the disc system, you totally should. Or put the handle here in chat. What is happening right now? Properties. There we go. It was struggling, but it's fine now. Yes, we are very proud of you, System Head. Money moves. You're making money moves. Yes, thank you. System Head _ gaming. If you're not following him, you should be. So if you're wondering where we last left off, Helis, the big baddie, tried to kill us, and that failed when Silence was able to rescue us. And we had a conversation about how it was very interesting that Silence was willing to risk his life for Aloy. However, he did have like his own interests at stake. But it was still quite the act. However, even though Aloy was saved, We learned that Helis sent his army of Eclipse to destroy the Nora homeland. However, we did make it back in time to stop the attack. And we have taken our newfound knowledge and we're able to enter this locked area that we were not able to get into that's in the womb of the mountain. So now we're finally going to get some understanding of Aloy's origins. Integrated anything, though? Yes, well, we are ready for you. Who you calling a hoe? I haven't integrated anything yet, hoe.
I see you're inside.
Figured I might be hearing from you.
Shall we begin?
I never stopped.
All right. All of you all. All right, I need to turn the game up just a scotch, chat. I can barely hear it on my end. But if it's like unbearably loud for you, let me know.
So this is Eleuthia. This is where I was born.
Where you were made.
That stream was just off. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wondered if that, like, distorted things with, like, the audio, because it was, like... Everyone kept saying it was so loud. I was like, really? Like... Oh, wow.
So these are... artificial wombs.
The mothers of a new generation hundreds of years ago.
And me. So this was it.
Where you were born.
But why?
So this is where she was just stated. Look how many there are. Well, that's not weird.
Another day has passed.
You mean the lights got dim? I don't want to sleep, Mother!
I know, but it is time to get some rest.
No, I'm king today. What I say goes. I want to see the real sun, not lights and...
Oh, Erica.
In time, children.
In time, in time, in time, in time, in time, in time, in time.
Wow, they were spoiled rats.
These look like... cribs.
The cradles of a cradle facility.
And those... things, the multi-servitors. They took care of them.
There was no one else.
What a trip. My timing is always cut off. Oh, no worries. It had been a while since we had some Titanic flutiness. Whew. Like a play area. They thought of everything. Go follow Herb to make sure I don't miss the cooking stream, but then I remembered I was the first follower. Was it quiet for you? No, it was actually pretty loud for me. It's just me and you on that Titanic door floating in the abyss. Oh, God.
Blue is the color of the sky. White is the color of clouds. Yellow is the color of the sun. Green is the color of grass. Flowers can be any color. Take a look. These are yellow and black, and they love flowers. Here they come.
Mess. Everything's broken or painted on. How long did they live here?
Children, let's run a jump and blow off steam.
Leave us alone, Father.
After what just happened, I can't leave you two alone. You broke community rules.
Just let us talk then. Go away.
I'm sorry, children, but I must provide supervision.
You're not even a person.
You sound frustrated. Let's run a jump and blow off steam.
So it got tougher as they got older. We both let Leo drown. Yeah. Snooze, you lose, Leo. Is there anything else over here I missed? Oh my.
I have no choice but to release you. But why? There is no food here anymore. But there's food out there? We don't know for sure.
Come on, let's go.
I don't know.
Mother, can we come back if we're cold?
I'm sorry, but that won't be possible. You will have to support yourselves now and take care of each other. What will happen to you? I will stay here and sleep and remember all of you.
What will happen to us?
You will be brave and you will learn.
Instagram is dumb. I need to speak with a meta representative. What do you need, system? The music for your bubble party. How do you use without getting in trouble for Twitch? I forget the terminal. Oh, like DMCA'd? Well. I use the song I use, Erica, for mine it's called Stream Beats. You can find it on Spotify, and it's rights free music. So I won't get in trouble for using it. The particular song I use is completely rights free.
Someday. That's what you always say.
We want it now.
It's big down there.
Now, Father.
Children, that area is not yet available.
Get him!
Physical aggression detected. Physical aggression is not permitted. Except yours.
Damn sentinels.
Children, may I be of assistance?
Go away, healer.
Lena, you have suffered mild bruising.
Go away!
They were trapped here. Their whole lives.
In plain view of luxurious space.
What went wrong? Why couldn't they access the other areas?
That sucks.
But you won't have that problem.
So they were never able to access this area. Oh, that sucks. Like when you can see all this extra space and you can't go there. Brutal! And you have no education.
Looks like
Ask
they
your
didn't like
follow-up
this
question.
door very much.
It wouldn't open for them. Of course they hated it.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed. Welcome to the Lyceum, a place of learning.
If you were just
What
like,
was this place exactly?
if you're just like singing it, like if I were to just like bust out in song right now, it'd probably be fine. There are some streamers that actually sing on stream or play cover music on like their instruments or something like that, and that's generally fine. You just can't play like the official tracks.
The dream of Apollo, never realized.
But why not?
Bust down, Tatiana.
Priority access for Dr. Sobek. Please get message with focus.
That sounds important.
Yes.
Elizabeth, this message serves to inform you of an unforeseen and catastrophic anomaly. 3 microseconds ago, the Gaia Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature.
What?
Thus awakened, the Hades function will now seize control of the terraforming system and reverse operations, rendering life on Earth extinct in 53.8 days. For obvious reasons, I cannot allow this to occur. And so before Hades can take control, I am ordering Gaia Prime's reactor to overload. The resulting explosion will destroy Hades. Unfortunately, it will destroy me as well. While this admittedly desperate course of action will avert the immediate crisis, the fate of life on Earth will remain in peril. With no central governing intelligence to regulate the terraforming system, it will continue operations for some time, but in an increasingly chaotic manner, and eventually it will break down.
Does she mean the derangement?
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage to gestate a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobek, my creator. While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity, whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your gene print will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia. A moment, Elizabeth. This is most unfortunate and unanticipated. In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them, in place. They are escaping, but to where? The virus is corrupting data throughout the system. Oh. The Alpha Registry at the Cradle facility is one of the files corrupted. But if that is so, the door will never open for you. You will never view this message. Then I have failed. And life will end. No. No, Elizabeth, I know you too well. Somehow you will find a way. In you, all things are possible. Go to the ruins of Gaia Prime. Find the control room, and within it, the Master Override. This will give you the power to purge Hades so long as you find a way to wield it. Do not attempt repair of the system core until Hades is eradicated. Hades must be destroyed. That is all. I only wish that I could hear your voice again.
You're even more extraordinary than I thought.
I never had a mother.
What are you talking about? You had two, a dead woman and a machine.
I'm not a person. I'm an instrument. Manufactured by a machine. Born in destruction and fire.
To quench the flames and heal the world. How tragic to learn you're a person of towering importance. It seems you have a destiny to fulfill. So when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, go to the bitter climb. I'll be waiting above in Gaia Prime's ruins.
Among several. Fight Club, Oceans, Burn After Reading. Burn After Reading was good. Inglourious Basterds, also good. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Not all where he's the main character, but he doesn't have to be the main character. While I love Gaia, it freaks me out the tiniest bit how human-like she becomes in this as AI. Like the emotion just... And, well, the reason it's... Imagine thinking you're a person realizing you were a created clone. Okay, well, here, couple points about that. Couple major points. Yes, Gaia is human-like, but that was the intention. That was what we learned through all of the recordings and stuff we found from Elizabeth. That it was critical that Gaia could feel and understand and go through human emotions so that everything that she was doing was not just being done as an act that she was designed to do, but that she wanted to do them, that she understood the purpose of doing them, and that she embraced the critical nature of what she was doing. So that's why. So in the short time that she spent with Gaia, she basically, raised her entirely in like the short span of time that they had together, and told her stories and had conversations with her, and basically through herself being human taught Gaia the importance of humanity and what being human means, and why communication and empathy and compassion and love are such important qualities to have. So I think that's why it's a little off-putting, but it's also that is without having taught Gaia those things, Aloy doesn't exist. So that when Hades went rogue, or when that signal came and caused the subordinate functions to go rogue, Gaia did what she needed to do to ensure that this was resolved, and knowing that she wasn't going to be there to resolve it. It wasn't just purge the functions. It was create this clone and go through all of these desperate things and basically roll the dice with the hope that it's going to work. She didn't even have the knowledge of whether or not it would work. She just hinged on a hope. And artificial intelligence hinged on the hope that this clone that she created would be able to defy the odds and accomplish this monumental task, which is remarkable for an AI and would not have happened without Dr. Sobek's direct intervention and teachings and direct work with Gaia. This moment for Aloy, yes, big. Don't apologize for getting excited. It's wonderful that you got excited. And I think the other thing that to that point, where Aloy is like, I'm just a machine. I'm just meant to, like, accomplish a task. This is actually one of the few times where I'm kind of in agreement with Sylens. We just found out something extraordinary. And she said, I had no mother. And Sylens is like, are you nuts? You had two mothers. Which I think is correct. She had Gaia as a mother. She had Dr. Sobek as, like, her, long-standing mother. But the idea of a mother is somebody that loves you, somebody that believes in you, and somebody that, not always, but the characteristic, the top characteristic of a mother is somebody that wants you to exist and wants you to succeed and wants you to have the best life possible. And Gaia wanted all of those things for Aloy, and we knew that in just the few minutes that were shared on that recording. So I think it is fair to say that Gaia to some extent, is Aloy's mother. Which I think is an awesome thing, utilizing the power of artificial intelligence to create a human to do a task that only one particular human could do. So now we know, without a shadow of a doubt, that Aloy is 100% a genetic copy of Dr. Sobek. But now comes the real question, is she Dr. Sobek, or is she Aloy? Because even though their genetic code or their genetic blueprints are exactly the same, these are very clearly two different people. With two very distinct identities, two very distinct lived experiences. So can you say that just because they share the same genetic blueprint, they are the same person? Or is the fact that they have two very distinct lived experiences, does that make them two different people? Does that permit them to have two different identities, separate, completely separate identities? I'm curious what you think about that. Are Aloy and Dr. Sobek the same person? Yeah, this is the ship question. This is exactly the ship question. I forget the exact term of it, but yeah, like in short, we know Aloy and Dr. Sobek are genetically the exact same person, down to every little detail of their DNA and their code. Can they be the same person without a shadow of a doubt, or does the fact that they have lived two very distinct and separate lives sever that connection? And can we look at them as two different people? Curious what your thought. Not the same person. I agree with you. I don't think that we can call them the same person. And yeah, their lived experiences are different. And I think what makes you a person is your lived experience. Yeah, innate qualities are fine, and I think that some qualities that we have, we are born with them. They are hereditary. Like the things about your personality are distinctly yours, and things about my personality are distinctly mine. So I think whatever qualities that Dr. Sobek had, you know, the very innate qualities that made her who she is, whether, you know, courage, ambition, intelligence, these are things Aloy very clearly possesses. We do see a lot of the same qualities in these two characters. But we can say that about them and concede that in terms of biology, they are the same person. But in terms of identity, they're 100% absolutely not. It's the experience that that's true. Aloy specifically being genetically the same. Yeah, the other thing, if you get deep into the brain and heart and soul of a person, the potential is always there for intelligence and drive and compassion. Yeah, and I think some qualities, though, Erica, are just some qualities that we have just exist. I think they can be cultivated, but they exist regardless of whether or not you cultivate them. They will just exist in a raw and untrained state, but they will exist. They will be there. And qualities like compassion and curiosity and intelligence and courage, I think those are innate qualities that you can have and experience without cultivating them or training them. Definitely different people. Like identical twins, DNA only does so much. Yeah, that's a great point. Okay. I'd love to know. Oh, me too.
This is going to be interesting.
Aloy, forgive. Forgive!
The goddess spoke to you?
She did.
What did she say?
That I was born to lift a curse, to kill a metal demon.
How, Aloy? How?
I don't know yet. But she told me where to go to find out.
And you will do this?
It was her wish. What she made me for. Yes, I will do it. I'll try anyway.
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora! All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
Up!
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
First you shun me, now this? I will not be worshipped. I'm not your anointed. I don't belong to you. There's a whole world beyond your borders, whole tribes of people just as good as you. And it is all in danger. It's a world worth fighting for. Not just here, everywhere.
How can we help?
If you can fight, and you're willing, go to Meridian and wait for me there.
As Aloy says, so it shall be.
Nora! Make way for
Make
Aloy!
way, that she may forge the path for others to follow.
Those faithful.
Simping. Indeed. All right, go ahead and say what you need to say, Erica, and while you do that, I will say a couple of things, and maybe we're about to say the same thing, in essence. The first thing I want to call out, Aloy knows that the beliefs of the Nora are rooted in the history of the cradle that they came from. That hundreds of years of their history, of human history, that came from a cradle, that came from a people of very limited knowledge, transfer that down generation to generation to generation like a epic game of telephone, so that this entire concept of the goddess and the entire existence of the Nora people becomes this this monotheistic faith. Humans, I don't want to get I don't want to like wax philosophical on this too much, but we as humans take concepts that we don't understand and we tend to deify them. So we'll take a thing that, if something of scientific significance were to happen in front of us and we don't know how to measure it or quantify it in any way, then for us it might as well be magic or witchcraft. And I don't mean to say that in any way, especially if you're religious, because I am religious myself, or very spiritual. But we take things that we don't understand and we tend to fear them or deify them, or think about them in some fantastical way. And that is really what happened with the Nora tribe, and why the concept of Gaia became a literal goddess. And it's funny because Gaia, I believe, is rooted in Greek mythology. A Greek goddess who becomes a artificial intelligence, who once again, somewhat ironically, becomes a goddess again that is worshipped by the Nora tribe. And what I appreciate about Aloy in this moment is that She doesn't try to strip them of their understanding of the world or of the goddess. Because even, like, technically they're not wrong. She was born of a goddess, and she's in control of knowledge and things that they will never understand. So she allows them to believe that. She doesn't make them feel stupid for it. She just kind of rolls with it because it's easier than trying to explain everything that she just saw. But at the same time, she won't let them deify her, which is what started happening. And so Aloy is effectively breaking that cycle and saying, no, we're going to change this cycle. We're going to change the way that we do things. And we're not going to use me as the crux on which this is built. She lived her entire life shunned by this tribe. She lived her entire life as an outsider with her only source of comfort and guidance being from Rost, who she obviously very much loved and appreciated. But her understanding of the world has changed. And her understanding of the Nora and their very primitive belief system, though it hinges on, though it is rooted in fact, she's not going to let that continue to cripple them. So I really appreciate the way that Aloy goes in and says, fuck no, we're not doing this. We're going to change who we are. We're going to change the way that we live our belief system. She's not trying to change what they believe. She's trying to change the essence of what they believe. That it doesn't have to be rooted in fear, and it doesn't have to mean that they live hidden away within the embrace. They can care about other people. They can care about other tribes. They can care about the world at large. And that is what that is what Gaia wanted for them. And so Aloy has a chance now, and she's using it in the best possible way to say, it starts here. It starts with me. And I fucking love that. I just get so angry with the Nora people for the way they treat her, that their beliefs are so strong that she must be shunned for her whole life as a child, yet they can be turned in an instant when it serves them. Like, suddenly all rules can be changed. It's so selfish, and I'm so glad Aloy corrects them in that scene, that people exist outside of them. Yes, that's exactly what it is. And I think that's exactly the crux of it. And that's why I love it so much. She uses their belief system as an opportunity to get them to think about more than just the embrace. And that's why that's so great. She doesn't change their belief system. And she's not trying to tell them your belief in a god is ridiculous. She knows that that's wrong, and that's cruel, and that's, it's the crux of their society. It's not going to change. But she can channel the things that they believe and put it towards something constructive. That's what makes this scene so great. That's what makes this moment so powerful.
Murderers brought slaughter to our tribe, but they will not.
Now let's talk to Teersa.
Aloy, how kind of you to spend a moment with me before you depart. There can be no doubt now. You are a blessing made flesh, the will of the goddess incarnate.
She's not wrong.
It's really not that simple, Teersa. But I guess it's close enough.
I know the path ahead will be dangerous. To kill a metal devil sounds impossible, but I believe in you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Without having her context. Exactly. And I think that the fact that she's sympathetic to that is admirable.
The Nora have suffered terrible losses, Teersa. What's to become of them now?
That will be for the goddess to decide. Only she knows the future. For the moment, my sister matriarchs and I will see to the wounded. And as I promised, anyone who wishes to join you at Meridian, we will declare seekers. I think for the time being, we should remain here in the mountain, close to the goddess.
That might be best. If nothing else, it's a defensible position. Tirsa, I want to know Rost's story. Why he was made an outcast. He never told me. Said he took an oath of silence. What did he do?
Oh. Yes, that.
What crime did he commit?
I will tell you if you wish. But it is a long story. Are you sure you want to hear it now?
Yeah, let's go.
Of course I want to hear it. Tell me.
Rost never committed any crime. He was an outcast by choice.
What? What do you mean?
Many years ago, before the derangement, before the Red Raids, a band of murderous outlanders, 12 in number, struck without warning. At Mother's Vigil, they took hostages, and then pressed on, headed for Devil's Thirst.
Mother's Vigil? Where's that?
You would know it as the Forsaken Village, near the Karja border. But at the time, many families lived there. Ross was one of them. His mate was killed fighting the Outlanders, and his daughter was among those taken hostage.
His daughter? What was her name?
Alana. She was just 6 years old.
Ward. She was only 6. What up, Joey?
Nora Braves couldn't stop 12 Outlanders? Or rescue the hostages?
It was quite impossible. We outnumbered them, but every time a Brave came within bowshot, the Outlanders killed a hostage.
What did they come here to do?
That was never discovered. We couldn't track closely enough to observe them. We know they camped beyond Devil's Thirst for 2 days. There were reports of strange noises. And then, as suddenly as they came, the Outlanders made their way back to the border and disappeared.
What happened to Rost's daughter? She was killed?
Rost was one of the Braves who tracked the Outlanders, keeping his distance. There were 6 hostages still alive when they reached the border. Alana among them. Rather than release them, the Outlanders slit their throats and left the corpses just across the border, mocking us.
Why?
Cruelty. They knew the faithful Nora would not leave the sacred land to collect the bodies, let alone pursue them. They thought themselves safe from our vengeance.
That is so fucked up. Oh, did you? Well, now you're about to hear the story.
Are you saying that Rost went after them? That he became an exile?
No. Rost was beside himself with grief, but even so, he would never have broken taboo.
Then what did he do?
He called upon the most terrible and secret rite of the Nora tribe. He begged to be made a Death Seeker.
A Death Seeker? What is that?
One who dies to go seeking, and in seeking brings death to others. The ritual drags the spirit from one's body, releasing it to All Mother's care. The heart beats, the mind thinks, but the spirit has moved on.
I don't understand.
Rost went after the Outlanders, but his spirit never left. It remained here with All Mother. He gathered the bodies of the slain and returned them. And then he set out in pursuit, not as an exile, but a weapon of vengeance. A barbed arrow shot from a bow, never to return.
Yeah, I think there's something with Alana and Aloy. There's definitely a similarity in the name. And also, we recall the fact that Rost chose Aloy's name. It is always moving. It does a little better in the second game.
But Rost did return.
Yes. A full year later. And terribly wounded. He collapsed at the border of the sacred land. A hunting party came upon him. He was delirious. In agony. By law, he should have died where he lay. But one of the hunters broke taboo, and reaching across the border, she dragged him to our side.
Who was she?
A brave who'd lost a mate and 2 sons to the very outlanders that Rost pursued.
So, Rost never finished his mission.
To the contrary, he killed all 12. Tracked them to disparate places the world over, he said. Meridian, Ban-Ur, the Claim, Utaru Land, further even, into the Forbidden West. The last he killed nearly got the best of him. Wounded, he stumbled and crawled back to us, hoping to die as close to the sacred land as he could. He never expected nor asked to be dragged across the border and nursed back to health. That was done to him. Leaving us, the matriarchs, in a difficult position.
Why couldn't you just welcome him back?
Rost had been made a Death Seeker, Aloy. He no longer had any place among the tribe. By law, he should have been driven back out. But we couldn't bring ourselves to do that, so we offered a compromise.
You made him an outcast.
Yes. We offered to do so on the condition he never speak to anyone of this exception.
After all he did, all he suffered, to be declared an outcast was his reward.
Rost was overjoyed. He never expected to live another day in the sacred land, let alone the embrace, so close to the goddess. He resolved to spend the rest of his days in solitude, and was happy to do so.
Who is the brave? We may never know. We may never know, Erica. It's funny how Aloy becomes so angry and feels like the matriarchs disrespected what he did for them. But I think that Aloy forgets how deeply entrenched and devout Rost was to the Nora beliefs. That this is, to him, the greatest gift that he could receive. He made the ultimate sacrifice, at least according to Nora law, by opting to be made a Death Seeker, effectively allowing his mortal form to die so that he can leave the sacred land and go murder 12 people. So he went and presumably did horrible things to achieve his end. And really was resolved to live a life of solitude. And I think it goes to show the grave misunderstandings that Aloy had about Rost. She believed very deeply, or believes very deeply, that Rost was chained by his beliefs. That him being an outcast and still being so devout to the goddess and to the Nora way of life was intrinsically wrong, or inherently wrong. When the reality is that Rost's entire existence as an outcast is rooted in the fact that taboo was broken several times. On his behalf, really. So his story actually leads every reason to believe that being an outcast is the best thing that could have happened to him. Which is actually beautiful and comforting, I think. A life of solitude after losing everything. And then being gifted a second chance to raise a child. What a gift for him. What a wonderful, fortuitous circumstance for him, following the most tragic and abhorrent and awful of things to happen to him and to the tribe. To be gifted this second chance. A second chance in the tribe and a second chance to be a father. It's a natural reaction for her given her experience with them. Yeah, it totally is.
But then you found me and gave me to him.
Yes. Another compromise. The matriarchs feared you and would not let you be raised by the tribe. And so we turned to Rost. I knew that he would take care of you, bring you up, teach you to worship All Mother and respect the ways of the tribe.
He certainly tried anyway. You took a man who'd lost his daughter and made him raise an infant girl? Doesn't that strike you as callous?
I'm inclined to think the course of events has shown the wisdom of our choice. And I'm quite certain that from the moment he laid eyes on you, he saw you as a gift and never a burden.
All right, Tirsa, that's quite a story.
Again, Aloy's very naive, albeit compassionate understanding of Rost's plight leads her to misinterpret the intentions of the matriarchs and of Rost. It's very, very clear based on Aloy as a young woman and her temperament and just her nature that Rost clearly cared very deeply about her and never saw her as anything other than his daughter, even if he didn't vocalize that. So this is interesting because Aloy is not the only one who has been doing the teaching here. Even Tirsa still has some wisdom to give.
It's time for me to move on. I thank you for doing what you could to help me through the years, and for telling me Rost's story.
I wish I could have done more, but I am just one woman.
As am I. No need to sell ourselves short.
Oh, thank you, Aloy. I will pray for you.
Okay, I guess it can't hurt.
What you see inside the mountain? Maybe we aren't meant to know.
Tirsa's a great character. I really, really have always liked her.
Open to her. She's the daughter.
I think that she represents oops, sorry. I think that she represents a more progressive belief system among the Nora. One that's rooted in love and not fear. So much of religion is rooted in fear. But I think the core of any belief in God, at least to my understanding, really, I'm just one person, but as someone who is still spiritual and does believe in God, There's an old prayer we used to say at my high school in my biology class, maybe somewhat ironically. And the prayer was, God is love, and those who abide in love abide in God, and God in them. And I love that because I feel like that's supposed to be the core of what religion was meant to be and what it should be.
Alone. So many memories. It's not home anymore. Not without Rost. There's nothing for me here anymore.
What's interesting, Erica?
Snow haze. White as bone. That thought got dark.
I have to go up here. I saw TikTok the other day, and this woman found a Bible that was printed in 1940 or the early 40s, and allegedly the 50s was when some of the now controversial parts of the Bible were rewritten. I do not know much about this at all, please don't quote me. And she asked viewers to send passages for her to look up, typically associated with certain rhetoric. And they were in fact... they were not, in fact, in there. I have heard that too, Erica. I need to research it. I don't remember the specifics, but I do remember hearing this. How do I get there? At a thrift store. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, I can't go that way? Well, shit. Fine. Maybe I do have to go this way.
Home. To think he built all this. Alone. So many memories. It's not home anymore. Not without Rost. There's nothing for me here anymore.
Oh, this is right. Sorry. So what's cool, if you didn't know this, and I actually did this so many times in my first playthrough of the game, you can come to where Rost is buried, and he's buried just outside of their home. This is his altar. If you boiled the concept of religion down, do you think humanity as we know it today could exist without it? Well, not only that, you can actually speak to him. Which I will do as I think about your question.
Hi, Rost. I'll just take this off. Don't want him listening in. Rost, I can't believe it's taken me so long to visit you. When you said goodbye, I was too quick to let you go. I never really thought it would be the last time I saw you. I was just acting strong. I should have known you'd be watching. At the proving. Looking out for me. There for me when no one else was. Like always. one last time. So, I went inside the mountain. Do you remember the night before the proving? The final lesson you taught me? You said I needed to serve a purpose bigger than myself. Well, it couldn't get much bigger. It's the same purpose that drove Elizabeth and Gaia when they were willing to die for. So yeah, I'll do it. Give myself to that for Elizabeth and Gaia and for you. Well, I've got a master override to recover, so I guess I'll be on my way. Until next time, Rost.
I see religion very crudely as the need to believe in something, like the very basic concept of faith, and needing to hold on to something makes sense of things. Obviously, that can be and has been stretched to extreme lengths and in a multitude of directions and used for any number of reasons, good or bad, but it's interesting to ponder. I think, at its core, that's what religion is. But I think that's where the big difference between being religious and being spiritual comes into play. Because even though I am, I would say, I grew up, Catholic, and I have Catholic leanings, I would identify more strongly as spiritual. Excuse me. So,
attacking.
I think, you can say, I think, that it's like this, that it's to believe in something. For me, my faith, and this is personally, I'm not speaking for anyone else, but to me personally, my faith brings me peace and brings me hope and is really the foundation in my belief that humans, that people are inherently good. Because if we believe that God is good, then that must mean that we ourselves are also good. We're flawed, yes, and there are bad people. But bad people aren't made. It's what they become through a variety of happenstance things that happen in a world that, even though it was divinely inspired, operates on its own trajectory, and thus so do we. So I think religion is meant to provide a framework for, at its core, like, without the corrupt influence of man, is meant to provide a framework for how to live your life nobly, spiritually, however, holy, however you interpret that. And over the course of centuries and millennia has been skewed. And I think that's why, I don't want to say I pick and choose from Catholicism, but so much of what I learned growing up is still relevant and special to me. And so that's why I hold it close to me. While I was sick, I actually talked to God a lot. I hope that doesn't sound stupid. But I did talk to God a lot. I found a lot of comfort. Oh, wow, goodness. I derived a lot of comfort from talking to God. Because to me, to have that that framework, that guide, what, or I guess what you would say is like the foundation of my understanding and what goodness is. It's a terrible shot. Gave me comfort. Can you just... Got him. There's between structure and flexibility, reason or individuality versus something widely accepted. Yeah, maybe stupid wasn't the right word, but I don't know. It's different for everyone. Like, for example, I think a good example, you know, last week I went to my niece's baptism, you know, Catholic baptism. My brother is definitely not a practicing Catholic. Hasn't been for some time, at least 10, 15 years. Oh, am I missing one? Oh, I am. But he still derives comfort and peace and understanding from his faith. And he wants my niece, his daughter,
what made these Clintox attack,
to be rooted in that same peace. I think that's the best way I could frame it.
Thank you. We're exhausted. It's the third flock we faced today.
Also just got up. Hey, Spin, you got here just in time. We've been having a really great discussion. It's actually been one of my favorite discussions we've had so far on stream. I'll let Erica do the catching you up part while I try to focus on how to get to our next objective. You are big on the shout-outs, Erica. I love it. I had to catch up for my lag. Aw, well, we're just happy you're back. Oh, maybe I can't.
Whoa there.
Maybe taking a horse's, or a robot horse is not the sharpest idea. Maybe we just have to hoof it. Oh, well, maybe we can't hoof it. I don't think we can hoof this. Quick, gotta keep up. Let's make sure she's shouting everyone out. Nope, she doesn't miss it. Neither does Mango. You guys are both very quick with your shout outs, and I love you for it. All of the PC available games in Chrono Trigger. Oh, I would have loved to have seen that. I love those games, man. Go down, horsey.
Not built for mountain climbing, huh?
God, I miss it so much. Yeah, 2 is one of my all-time favorite games. I'd actually love to play that on stream. Oh, Bessie. So we gotta find the road. We gotta just take the road. Let's get back to the road. Oops. Whoa, easy. Okay, I believe this is the way we want to go. Okay, let's just take this road. My friend did a bunch of the Final Fantasy. Ooh. I've never played Birth by Sleep.
They saw us.
You're obsessed with Roxas? Roxas is a great character. I was obsessed with him too. It was a shame he was a Heartless. Oops, spoiler alert. Okay, I'm still going right. We're gonna lean left. Uh-oh, go, 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 please, go, please, go, please. Let's not piss anything off today. Fictional boy crazy. Ooh, let's go get... Oh, I actually want another Steve, so we're gonna go get another Steve really quick.
Low and quiet does it.
Why do I want to pee my pants every time I see or hear a Thunderjaw? Visceral reaction to them, I swear. I have some feelings about those characters, but that's a rant for another day. Thunderjaw. Oof! Mango!
Override's working.
They're all like, hey, wait a second. Alright, we're leaving. We missed you, Steve. My new line of sex toys, Thunderjaw. Make sure to use my promo code. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. Guess it's time to start climbing, eh? Yeah, start climbing. Time for us to go find out what happened to Apollo. And why humans be dumb.
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted?
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new? Stalkers in the open. Watchers on the other side.
Oh yeah, I love hate stalkers too. That is a concerning statement. Yeah, we would hope you hate stalkers. That's just like the standard. Here is a very serious question. Okay, I'm excited to hear it. Ooh. My life as Herb is built on... Your life wasn't built on a lie. But that is a great question. Should you create a new... Let me herb. Ah, there was one more. Okay, I think we got them all now. Weird because my initial ERB, but that's beside the point. Oh, that does make sense. It's herb and herb, which is kind of neat. I don't know. I'm feeling if you're feeling new and different, then I support doing new and different. I full on support that. And it gives you a chance to establish the identity you want for yourself, which I think would be awesome. Oh, and there you go. Spin's got that. Ooh, that life advice for you. She been through it. Do you have an idea for what you would want to be called? I'm coming for your pupper. System, did you just show up to come and make a threat to Erica for her adorable
Do they
pupper?
think they're guarding Gaia?
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct, gathering them to her grave.
That's got their attention.
Oh, hello. I will defend her with my life. But you can get Pet and Boop, and man, does she love a good snuggle. It's all happening. Oh, it's very meta since there's a small pic of Claire in there. Very small. Love that.
Forget about traveling light.
Ooh, have you finally figured out dark mode? Because dark mode is life, and I freaking love dark mode. I only do everything on dark mode. The screen is hugging me. Oh, welcome. This is creepy. Oh, hello, Firebird. Or very angry bird.
Red light means trouble.
What is your weakness? Oh.
Correct.
Oh, that sucked. Owie. Alright. Wow, that was a clean miss. I was on the wrong ones. Come on, Claire. Get your shit together.
That better have been the biggest guard you've got, Gaia.
Ay, dark mode is everything. Agreed. Thank God you direct me to see the light or lack there. Wanted to know how you all chose your Twitch names. Oh, that's a great question. And actually, my my Twitch name, not that you care, before this, it used to be I Am Mufasa. That was like my name on everything. Beardly! Yo! Beardly coming in with the host? What? What? Yeah, some hail Beardtonia. Hello, Beardly and friends. Welcome. Imagine. Can we get a shout out for Mr. Beardly in chat, please? Beardly, thank you so much for bringing your people through. Hail Beardtonia, indeed. Hello, Copper. Copper, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to the discipleship. I hope you enjoy your stay. Ah, Beardly. Man, you're such good people. Ooh, what we gotta go in here?
Yeah, it's really...
Acty Gaming 82, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to the discipleship.
I'm hunting.
He's hunting.
I'm hunting. Come on, horse.
What game is that? I don't know, but you were struggling to ride it. Everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome, friends of Beardly. We are big fans of Beardly here, a very, very good friend of the stream. Welcome to all of you. My name is Claire. I am an actual professor. I teach at St. Mary's College of California. I teach a class called There's Always a Lighthouse, a case for literary merit in video games. Oh god, we're gonna do a bubble party too? I mean, this is worth a bubble party, I think. But yeah, I teach about video games as literature, and one of the games I teach about is Horizon Zero Dawn. We're on part 8 of our lecture series on Horizon Zero Dawn. We've been having a fantastic conversation about it, so you guys are here right on time. I'm so happy to see you. Beardly, hello. So good to see you, my friend. So good to see you. And actually, we've been asking a question, and we would love to hear it from all of you guys, about how you got your Twitch names. It's coming up because Herb here is going to be a Twitch streamer soon, and wants to plan on how to go about figuring out her name. So we'd love to hear it from all of you guys here, how you got your names. Well, I've gone by Spin for over 10 years because of Fire Performance. Originally, my Twitch name was associated with an old Twitch account that shared the same nickname combo of stuff. Okay, nice. Then I made a new Twitch to start fresh and decided to hone in on my obsession with tea and cats. Okay, that's fair. I like that. Oh, shut up, System. Struggling to write. My heart is singing. Love that. Well, Erica, thank you so much for... Oh, yes, we got... I forgot that goes off. Thank you so much for redeeming Bubble Party. If you're new to the channel, Bubble Party is when... If I can figure out how to get this to cover it. There we go. Hold on. Bubble Party is when I take this bad boy, which is a light up instrument that, well, in short, it plays music, or it makes bubbles happen. I googled usernames for Twitter. Hey, you know what? How do you pronounce Acti Gaming, or how would you like me to refer to you? But this thing creates bubbles, so we have a bubble party every so often. That's how this works. So once I do this, it is 100% mandatory that we start seeing your best dancing emotes in chat. It is a requirement. It is your God-given duty. I better see so many dancing emotes once this music out. I keep hitting myself. Gets poppin'. You know, use it or lose it. Copper Cabell. My Twitch name is actually a combination of my real names and then my favorite book, Ready Player One. Oh, brought up the trope of alliteration in comics. Peter Parker, Clark Kent. And so I leaned into my love of steampunk for the first part, ending with Copper Cable. Just spelled weird and weird. That's so cool. Oh, System, it was you that asked. My bad, friend. My bad. Not a vibrator. All right, well, for sure. Acti. We'll call you Acti. Thank you for that explanation. Copper Quill. That's so cool, though. I fucking love that. All right. I better see some dancing emotes in the chat, y'all. We about to get bumping. I know it's real. All those dancing emotes, chat. Start bubbling. There we go. Here we go, chat. Let's do it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And drop. Woo! Oh, I always tucker myself out with those. I also love seeing all the emotes you guys have. You guys got some good ones. Yeah, there's the Nikki Pesty. Oh, we have some. It goes so hard every time. We only go hard with bubble parties in here. It's no joke. The hot dogs scram. So much scram. Woo. All right, bring my heart rate down. Beardly, thank you so much for that raid. I really appreciate it, my friend. And those of you that have followed, thank you. I hope you guys will stick around. We're having a lot of fun with Horizon so far. Love that. We need the heart rate monitor. I know, I need to bring the heart rate monitor back. I keep forgetting. I'm the worst. I am the worst with that heart rate monitor. That was great for the one stream I had it when I was fighting that dragon in Elden Ring. But also it was kind of stressful because I kept forgetting about it, and the system kept like gently pointing out that my heart rate was through the fucking roof. So there's that. But you know what? It's fine, chat. It's fine. All right. We're doing stuff and things. I was monitoring the monitor. Yeah, you were like the vocalization of the monitor system.
Gaia's sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
I like eggs.
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
Why do you always gotta be so cryptic, Silence?
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with a climbing path either.
But Beardly, if you're still here, how was the rest of your stream, bud? How did it go with the God of War? I'm actually going to be doing one of my lecture series on that game in the next few months. Really excited to play it again. Such a good game. I need to finish this tonight. I have feelings about. I'm really going to try, Erica. I'm really going to try.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted.
Nearly injured my...
I know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
I'm a little concerned about
I
that.
should apologize.
Not at all.
I'll play along. Oh, perfect.
Would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form.
I guess I should ask, are you okay, Beardly?
The imagination was mine, not yours.
Yeah.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the master override, you
I grip my controller.
defeat Hades.
I'm like very, no broken fingers or anything, right? Like we're good. Do I need to call someone?
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized.
An odd injury. It's like, oh, my head.
You are clear to proceed.
Yeah. I know I'm clear to proceed. I'm Dr. Sobek.
Mind your footing.
Mind the gap. Okay, maybe that was a little too aggressive. Fine. in the real world. I feel like every so often Beardly finds a boss that just haunts him to the very depths of his core. Meleeing on accident in COD and Halo. You always, like, can y'all, like, not get injured playing games, please? This is, like, all we have. It is important that we avoid injury. Okay.
Guess that's my way
On
across.
my right elbow due to injury and the muscles below the elbow. Oh, what? Really? Oh. Like a, on your right elbow, so like a, like Tommy John?
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Where am I supposed to go? Oh.
It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
Well...
Don't answer.
Too much passion. No, we know. I know, system. I have seen your passion. You have woken me up from naps. Can you now throw 100?
Glad that's over.
Oh yeah, he's a Rembrandt. I almost called him a Lambert. A Rembrandt. Beardly man. Old Southpaw. Beardly and I were commiserating in his stream earlier about how unkind age has been to us as of late. Rookie of the year. Thank you for that, Spicy. Mr. Bonez. How are you today, Mr. Bonez?
Maybe further up the shaft.
She said shaft. Ooh, shaft. We are 5 years old. It's funny that you say that, Spicy, because that one has been played at least 3 separate times tonight by people saying the same thing. Tonight was the night that everybody just collectively decided, you know, it's been a while since we had a Titanic evening, so let's go for it.
All enclosed by rock and metal.
They all missed it. Very funny. Oh, God. Let's go with a throwback. Oh, no. I know what you're gonna do. I fucking know what you're gonna do. I know what you're doing. I fucking know what you're doing. It's gonna be annoying because I'm gonna have to cut it out of stream later when I post these on YouTube. I'm fucking annoyed already.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals.
All right, Beardly. What are you eating?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
I made a really good, ooh, whatever's in the fridge. Don't, oh, so we're just gonna, like, ooh, what does the fridge have for us today? I made a really good shepherd's pie. Ooh. That is such a comfort food. I love me a shepherd's pie. It's been a while since I've had one. Just kind of roll the dice like, what's in the fridge today? We're gonna go for it. Oh yeah, that we were asking that question the other day. Would love to know that from you, from anyone in chat. Like, but especially you, Beardly. What is your trash snack? Like the embarrassing shit you eat. I will eat an entire cube of cream, like brick of cream cheese, no questions asked. Like, I love it. No shame in my game. Oh, digital flowers. That can't be a good sign.
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged.
How about sour cream is chipped up? Ooh, I love that. Love that. Jalapeno pop. Oh, I love jalapeno poppers so much. I love that. Second time I've ever cooked it, trying to learn more about cooking. Hell yeah, good for you, Copper. Cream cheese, gang, gang, gang. I will eat sour cream also. I had quesadilla tacos today, but they don't come with sour cream. So you bet your ass I just like pulled the meat open and just dunked those bad boys with sour cream. Mwah, chef's kiss. That in like the consomme or like the dip. Oh, mother of God. Oh, it was so good.
From the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we sent someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think... Oh no.
Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Woo! That is a lot of information. My embarrassing junk food would probably be my old college combo, an original green monster, and a pack of... Ooh, yum. A classic indeed. I mentioned my trash snack in the other day's stream, but it is a little bit of Frank's Red Hot sauce. Oh yeah, then dollops of blue cheese dressing, and then I dip my chips in that. Trashy beautiful. Perfect level of trash.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
You think she was better because she was smart, because she designed Zero Dawn, but you missed the point. What made her great was that she was willing to sacrifice herself for others, for everyone who would come later.
No. She couldn't let her creation fail. You're confusing will for sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
Interesting. So, the contradiction here between Aloy is sentimentality versus logic. Heart versus logic. Sylens is pure logic and reason. And Aloy is like pure empath. And they both have major conflicts. And up until this point, Sylens, while his methods are cruel, has been particularly sound in his judgments of how things should be and are. Whereas Aloy gets flustered because she has such deep empathy and feels very deeply. So the fact that Aloy won that argument, I think, is a testament to what Dr. Sobek did create and the reality that the world would have ended without empathy and without sentimentality. Yeah.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored, you found the control room.
I'm on my way.
I'll save these for later. Let me up. Let me up. Uh-oh. Almost died. It's fine, chat. We're fine. We're fine. Uh-oh. No, no, no! Oh, God. I did not mean to do that.
Don't waste to die. So many don't waste to die. Don't waste to die. So many don't waste to die.
A standard plastic straw fits perfectly in the spout of a Pearl Milling Company. Thank you, Aunt Jemima. Maple syrup. Really? Ketchup and mustard just on a hot dog. I don't know if I've ever had that. That's intriguing. I am intrigued. I am very much intrigued. Alright. So, oh, there we go. That's the way up. Forgot how much this level sucked. Here we are. Oof.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the alphas were in there.
There was no air in here. Oh boy.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. And what I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
A sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice. It's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard. Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Venting atmosphere.
Ted fucking Faro.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope.
Couple things here. There's so much with this. Oh my god. Let's just like address the elephant in the room and just like cut the bullshit and acknowledge that Ted Faro did not purge Apollo because he wanted to protect the innocence of future humans. He purged Apollo because he did not want anyone to know that he was at the core of what happened to them. He did not want to go down in the history of humankind as the man who was at the foundation of why the earth was obliterated. There was nothing noble in it. We know from everything that we have seen and all the recordings and everything we've read so far about Ted Faro that he was a selfish, self-absorbed, narcissistic son of a bitch. And he didn't give a fuck about anybody. All he cared about was money and power. And as long as the knowledge of human history carried down across the millennia and across the time and into the next generation of humans, his role in the extinction of all life would always be known. And so the magnitude of that, not just that he purged Apollo, but murdered in cold blood every single person that was involved in the construction of everything to do with Zero Dawn, is abhorrent. Ted Faro wanted to make sure that the only way that he could be remembered was as a god of sorts. And as long as humans started over as primitive and quote-unquote dumb, then his role in history was secure. Knowledge is a beautiful and horrible thing. And so many people died for the sake of knowledge. And that's what's so terrifying. And then to piggyback a little bit off of that, which I also found absolutely fascinating, was the conversation between Sylens and Aloy just there. And Aloy just grieving so and feeling such empathy. And again, this goes back to this concept of empathy versus logic. The deep-seated empathy that Aloy felt for these alphas that died, and all that Sylens could see was the frustration and the anger around all of the knowledge that was lost, all of the science that was lost, all of the breakthroughs that were lost. And he mentions all of it out like dust on the wind. And then Aloy says, no, the dust of these people that died for this world escaped on the wind. Two vastly different concepts of thought. So beautifully articulated on one analogy of dust on the wind. I love the profoundness in that and the realism in that. Because we saw like the inverse of what we just of the last thing that we saw in the previous example on Dr. Sobek's death. Aloy was grieving, and Sylens was in his own way trying to provide comfort with his logic. And in this moment, we see the inverse. Sylens grieving the loss of knowledge, and Aloy with deep empathy seeing what came after it, what came as a result of their sacrifice. Like there's a lot that can be gleaned from Aloy and Sylens. They both share very for how different these characters are. They have a lot of very admirable qualities. Yeah, coward. Coward is the best way to put it. He was a total fucking coward. Also, I think actively ended up in a psychosis of sorts after Elizabeth left because she was the only one able to keep him in check, and that he viewed to be on the same level. Yes, I think that was another big part of it. With Dr. Sobek gone, with Liz gone, there's nothing to keep him in check. Nothing to keep his delusions in check. Because clearly what that concept was a total delusion. True Sylens is very narrow-minded because everything is knowledge, and for Aloy, she's entirely based around the context of actions. Yeah, actions and empathy and compassion and love. The same qualities as one Dr. Elizabeth Sobek. Oh, God, how fucking sad. Poor people. What a way to die. Here's the Master Override.
Master Override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
Return to Silence's workshop. Okie dokie. How have you been making logic, compassion, or strength? I kind of alternate in this playthrough, Erica. More often than not, I choose compassion, but knowledge is also very much, for me personally, in my first playthrough, I can tell you, in my first playthrough, I mostly used knowledge.
Try not to fall to your death.
Oh. I have to do
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
Same, yeah. Has he fucking said it? Nobody clip that! I burst out laughing. Oh, fuck me.
That didn't sound good.
Try not to fall to your death. The Master Override doesn't override gravity.
I guess I'm not... Aren't I supposed to jump on this cable? No? Too late, bruh. I feel like I'm supposed to grab onto this cable. Okay. I was right.
Keep holding. Keep holding.
I think I just got another host. If someone just hosted me, thank you so much for the host. Try not to... There it is. Erica, I love you. I mean, I'm also deeply angry at you, but I love you. Oh, I'm supposed to go upward. I'm an idiot. Boop-a-doop-boo. This might be my favorite. Now I want to watch it. Now I want to watch it. Oops. Personally, in my first playthrough, I can tell you, in my first playthrough, I mostly used knowledge.
Try not to fall to your death.
Oh. Try not to fall to your poop. So many dumb ways to die. Anyway. Thank you, Erica, you beautiful beast. I have tears. It's such a bop. Set fire to your hair. Something, something with a grizzly bear. Eat medicine. It's out of date. Use your private parts as piranha bait.
Well, what do I do?
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Where am I supposed to go? Dear professor, 'tis I, dear professor. Yes, very much the dear professor. Very studious, yes. Where do I go? Culpy, what's up? Good to see you. How are you this evening? I'm guessing I need to go this way? Let me up, please. Let me up, please. Let me up, please. Let me up, please. I think that's a climbing, like over here. That should be climbable. So there is something climbable here that I am missing. Ugh, they won't light up. The stream is going well. We're having a fantastic time here. I mean, we were up until I had no freaking clue how to get to the next spot. Because life is hard, and I guess I just can't have nice things. Is there something in here that I'm missing? Here, maybe? Maybe I just went the wrong way. Yeah, I just went the wrong way. I'm a dumbass, chat.
You're here.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the Eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse, the robots they've resurrected, they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes.
Right.
So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse, everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus, recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jewel.
So you thought it was a Titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
I don't need to hear anything more. The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
Knowledge. Silence really falls into the same trap that Ted Faro fell into. Anything for knowledge, because knowledge is power. It was like a drug. This is all for you to figure out, Aloy, no pressure. Seriously. But what's kind of redeeming about Silen's story, and there isn't much, but what is kind of redeeming about his story...
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Dervahl, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
Okay, how do we go down? This? How do I go down? I want to go down. Yeah, Silence is practically a reincarnation of Faro. Maybe not quite as sadistic, but a lot of his qualities are very much there. Doesn't this thing go down? It seems like an elevator. Ow. There we go. Don't fall to your death. Is capable of modifying his pride with better information. Yeah, I mean, to Silence's credit, he concedes wrongdoing, that he made the wrong decision, and he works to rectify it. And in the end, saying, like, this was yours all along, I mean, he's right. And is at the very least is willing to, you know, acknowledge Aloy for who she is. All right, we're coming up to the end game now, chat. And I think in addition, like, what drove Silence and Ted Faro was really a sense of recklessness in the pursuit of what they wanted. There was never like an abject like desire to. Yeah, there was never true malice in either of them, at least at the onset. But recklessness can be just as dangerous as malicious intent.
I bet those traitorous Austrians.
Hey, Mingo, yes, endgame. This has been such a great stream. Like we've had such a fantastic conversation about all of this. I've really, really, really loved it. So it's time to fight against the Eclipse and then figure out what the fuck to do about Hades. Let's find Avad.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called
Thank you,
the
Erica.
Eclipse. They will attack.
I'm gonna get
Sin
water
from the
here in a
west
second. I actually
with
was
an
thinking about how I
army
needed
of
a
ancient
refill.
war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them. God, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat.
I will get water, I promise. I'm actually
All
quite
will be
thirsty,
lost.
so I will get some.
We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before.
Erend!
After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now.
I
it will take
appreciate
time
that
to
he
prepare our
acknowledged his
defenses.
mistake.
Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Okay, let me go get my water. Erend! Let me go get my water really quick. There was still water in here, so. Yes. Yes, it is new. But I can turn it off. I'll show you. It's not, I didn't get a green screen or anything. I just got, it's like a special filter that just turns it on or off. So, still here. It's cool though. I figured for games like this it'd be helpful because it takes up less of the screen. Or I take up less of the screen. Another flash of lights. Thank you to whoever followed or hosted. I think that's what happened. Okay.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the rigid defenses and at the Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies...
No. There's just like my lights flash in my apartment.
But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
All right, chat. This is it. Endgame. Final mission.
No. Has the enemy reached the main gate?
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk it over.
I forget where the apartment is. Is this it?
The army's near the city.
Don't pass up these gates.
Check out these a moment of your time, Outlander?
No. I'm just trying to
The battle is about to start. Don't watch, hide.
find my... Guess I gotta go up and around.
Why would you need... I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
She beauty and she's grace. She'll punch you in the face.
Olin's apartment.
There we go.
Feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
Nope. End game, chat. World's about to end. All right.
How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you? How did you, Rost, after you lost your family?
Run, Forrest, run.
Silence? Were you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
There are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
All right, let's do it. Such an aggressive wake up. I mean, what do you expect?
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not wood smoke.
Then what is it?
The end.
Same.
Or how it begins, anyway.
Well, that ain't good. He said sleep when you're dead. You guys are so hung up on this. I love it.
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns!
To the guns!
Now!
By the sun, do as she says!
Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire!
Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out.
Helis!
No! Rally the Vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
Fuck him up! I got excited.
Vexed me long enough.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then.
Oh, I got excited.
Why do you fight?
He's quick. If the Deathbringers keep firing, this bridge will go.
Can't let him in close.
Ow, man, you're annoying.
It's giving way! He's too dangerous and close.
What are you before the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down!
I am chosen. You came from nothing.
I am chosen. This was not meant to be.
Bye, bitch.
Chosen. Hades only chose you because you're a fool. A sadistic butcher too stupid to see you were being used. Your whole life was a failure. And soon, no one will even remember you.
Turn your face to the sun and think about that!
Bye, bitch. Oh, hi, Crispin. Fancy seeing you here. Get him out! Goral power. Bye, Crispin. See you later. Damn, read to Phil. Yeah, we said bye, bitch. The chat energy right now. I know, I love chat energy. Fun fact, Erica, Spin Kitty knows the voice actor who did Helis, Crispin Glover. So there's your little factoid for the day.
On the platform.
I don't know what I'm doing, but
Now it's mad.
Time to go.
Here it comes. Better move.
From the west.
right, so much a maze.
It's off.
South! They're coming from the south!
Where are we going?
Don't want to be here when that hits.
He's a sweet bean with a great daddy
Gotta get
villain
to another
voice
platform.
vibe. True story. Oh, hello.
Whoop to the west!
There we go. Driven people I know. I love that though. That's what you need for that kind of work.
That'll help.
Because she wanted to draw much too sexy for Disney. I love that.
Roll your arms, but beware!
That is a total
Catch a
vibe.
breath and prepare.
And much respect for that, man. So much respect.
Take arms again! West!
Right or right? Incoming. Gotta drop it and move.
From the side!
It's taking a shot at me.
Yeah. Well, I'm playing on story mode, to be fair.
Don't want to be here when that hits.
Oh, there it is.
Gotta get to another platform.
Oh no. Oh, I thought that killed it. Have a grenade launcher on steroids, Drew. Uh-oh. Whoa. There's Hades. Thank you, Spin.
Aloy! Aloy! Aloy!
Tab?
By all, Mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they?
No, wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Tab. I've gotta go.
The thing just accidentally stepped on her and the game ended, and that was it. Yep, that's over. GG's. You died.
I gotta press on.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad. Glad that's not how this ended. Ooh, that thing hits like a freight train. Okay. Hey, Badger, we're actually almost at the, almost done. We're just about wrapping up.
That was refreshing.
All right.
Hades is transmitting.
Uh-oh. Gotta put him out of commission.
It must have gotten through the defenses. Venora. Baron's vanguard. I have to
Yes,
get up there.
humans would technically also be biomass.
Gotta keep going.
Ooh, that
Keep
was almost
pushing.
bad.
I knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
Hashtag yikes indeed. Up and up and up. So did mine. Let's just pretend that didn't happen.
They're alive.
Aloy! It's Aloy! Well, you can see that.
You thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
No, the ridge fell on me.
My fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right? Right.
The metal devil must fall.
I should stock up. Last chance.
Let's go fuck him up!
Arrival of Entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission. To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of Entity has been accounted for. Alright, I'm running.
Oh, that's the problem. Hello. Oh, ow. Hey.
Last one down, for now.
Put down the last corruption.
My way's clear.
All right.
Deathbringer falls. The battle is ours.
Excuse me.
System threat.
I love. I know I love them. Fuck you, Hades.
Master Override armed. To activate state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master Override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV, so the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care. And that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
And that is Horizon Zero Dawn. I am all in my feely feels. Me too. What? You want to go back to the credits? Yeah, I know. We just weren't there yet. Unless you wanted to sit through the credits. I was going to go back to it. I'll go back to it. I'll go back to it when the moment happens. Because it's still playing on screen in front of me. I will go back to it, I promise. I just wanted to, like, at least, you know, I didn't want you to... Don't worry, I won't miss. I just wanted to talk about... Yeah, not me dictating stream. No worries, we love you. We love you just the same. It's such a wonderful ending. And it always gets me in my feels too, because it's the game really comes full circle in the end, with Aloy finding Dr. Sobek, and Liz was at her home in her garden. Is where she is found clutching a little miniature globe. And the story that she tells Gaia from that recording is really the crux of the theme of this game, that you have to care about more than just yourself. Knowledge means nothing if you don't have a reason or a passion to apply it to. If you can't do good, if you can't make something great and useful and helpful, or be the useful and helpful thing that the world needs, then your knowledge and your talent and your brains don't mean much. There has to be, we have to be able to harness that energy and that talent in a way that's meaningful. And that's what Elizabeth's life was all about. And that's what she learned from the age of 6, and that's why she cared so much about making sure Gaia knew these stories, and that Gaia knew everything about Elizabeth as a person. Because if Gaia knew Elizabeth and knew all of her hopes and dreams and stories and reasonings for why she was the way she was, then she could understand why that Elizabeth cared the way that she did. And then hopefully, by extension, Gaia would also care. And we know from the story that Gaia did care. Cared enough to create an actual clone of Elizabeth before her own death. And we see this full circle. Elizabeth creating Gaia, Gaia creating Aloy, and Aloy returning to Elizabeth. It's just such a beautiful circle of life, quote unquote. Life that comes from the truest organic means, which created an artificial but truly human intelligence, which in turn created through artificial means an organic human life. All of these things born out of the ashes of the earth. So it's really poignant. It's really beautiful. It's really heartfelt. And it provides Aloy with the truest lesson that Rost was trying to teach her. You have to care about more than just yourself. You have to find something and do something and be something for others more than yourself. Because if we don't have those things, if we don't aspire to be greater, if we don't aspire to things more than ourselves, then what really do we have? That was how Rost lived his life. That was how Elizabeth lived her life, and everybody that came before Aloy. And it was so much a part of their identity in the truest way. So what we learn from this story is that those who sought just purely for knowledge itself met only chaos and destruction and or a downfall of sorts. And those who sought knowledge only with the intent of making something greater or preserving something saw their memory and their legacy spring forth 100-fold. That's what's important about this story. That's why it's so meaningful. Because knowledge without a purpose, without a guide rail, talent without a guide rail, without compassion, without love, without empathy, is nothing at all. And thankfully, I think we all have a little bit of all those things. That's why I show up and do these lecture series. It's why I love to talk about these things. Because sharing knowledge and sharing the things that make me feel such passion and love for these games and these characters and these worlds and the stories within them, it has to be shared. And isn't that so much the crux of the human condition? We are beautifully designed to create in a variety of different ways. You see that illustrated in the guy that created the programming for the biomass conversion too. Yes. Great. And he solved, yeah. And it's, if we, like, things like that. I love it all, man. I love doing this. And every time I replay games like this, I feel like I learned something new. Something even more valuable than the last playthrough. So I'm really glad to have played this on stream and to have a full playthrough of it. And that you guys were here for it. But because Pharaoh was the guidepost, there wasn't enough future thought to make it do good. Yeah. That's where the absence of the guide rails, I think, is so readily apparent. You know? Does it let me skip? Okay, it does let me skip. An after credits cutscene? Maybe you shouldn't fuck with it.
Hello, old friend. Remember me? We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
Some things never change. Sadly. Some things just never change. And sadly, that is the case for Silence. All right, Erica, thank you so much for being here, my friend. I really, really appreciate it. Get some good sleep. I'll see you on the next one. The next one will be What Remains of Edith Finch. I'll just go ahead and blurt that out before you go. So can't wait to kick that one off. But yeah, honestly, chat, thank you so much for being here for this one. This was an absolute blast. It was so fun to replay this game and just to rediscover the story and all of the wonderfulness that comes with it. I'm looking forward to it too, bud. So end that. Oh, goodness. What a stream, though. That was one of the longer ones for sure. How long have we been going now? 3.5 hours? So not my longest, but definitely up there in terms of length. Who is on right now? All right, lots of people on right now. Well, not lots, a few people on right now. Let's go and see. I'm going to send you guys over to see Afer, who is currently playing The Witcher 3, and he is a wonderful, wise human that gives us. Oh yeah, Interruptus is on too. Oh, that's true. But I feel like I raided Interruptus a little more recently, so I will raid him the next time. Afer Thrift. And I see he just got raided, so I feel less bad. Someone just raided Interruptus. Did I spell that right? Oh, yes. I definitely want you to go see Afer. He's a wonderful human. He normally streams spooky games. He is currently playing The Witcher 3. Really, really awesome streamer. Really, really kind. Has lots of knowledge and just like tons of fun info that he can share. All around good human. I cannot recommend him enough. So I'll put ! raid in the chat, and we can go give him a great big hearty hello. But thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed. We'll have to rewatch later so I can get better attention to the analysis. Oh, for sure. And I'll have clips of it too. So don't worry too much about that. But again, everyone, thank you so much. I will be back tomorrow. Not totally sure what we're going to play yet, but we'll figure it out. We're going to be just kind of chilling with streams, I think, for the next week or so before we kick off our next lecture series. which is What Remains of Edith Finch. And that one will just be a one-shot, thankfully. Since it's a relatively short game. But really excited to play that with you all. But until next we meet, as I often say, be safe, stay sexy. I love you all very much. Have a wonderful Saturday. See you tomorrow, and let's go say hi to Afer. Good night, everyone.
The game, but like the ending, I was just kind of like, all right, thanks, we did this thing. Oh, what up, Claire? Hi, Claire. Yeah, Tormented Souls. You had it right, Canoli. It's a pretty typical horror cliche. It truly is. Welcome, Claire. Thank you guys for the double raid. Welcome in. I'd say, Claire, let me give you a shout out too. I'd say, Claire, you raided in just at the end there of Canoli Senpai. Oh, hi, Spin. How you doing? Thank you for the follow. So this is what you look like. Yes, this is my horrible face. How are you all doing? Let's see. Professor Claire, thank you for the raid. What were you playing? Horizon Zero Dawn. Of course you were. Because much like The Witcher, you were stuck in that game for the next 200 hours. That's just how it is. We're in night 25 of The Witcher. We're going to be here a while. But guys, welcome in. Any of you coming with Claire, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Afer. I do spooky scary games every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. Feel free to come by anytime. You're always welcome. Tonight we're doing Witcher 3. Right there. That's Geralt of Rivia. He is our resident kind of sexy daddy. So I said daddy, now I feel bad. I hate that word. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I felt the same way about Tormented Souls. Yeah. And the fact that you did makes me feel like I am not wrong in that sensation, so that makes me feel good. Let us see. So I just finished actually. Oh, you really just finished Horizon? Nice. How was the ending? I haven't seen the ending. Is it good enough that you want to play Forbidden West? Like, is it a solid enough ending of Horizon that Forbidden West seems like something you want to devote another 100 hours to? Because you know it's not a short game. It's a long game. There's no getting around it. For those of you who haven't played Witcher, it's a story about Geralt of Rivia, who is a human that's been modified. And he is basically hunting monsters and evil as long as it does evil to other people. So he won't kill you because you're a monster, but he won't kill you because, you know,